competitive career. And ladies and gentlemen, Craig Jones quickly out on the leg.
Really deep heel hook.
I mean, in all seriousness, right? Genuinely, it never occurred to me that if she just refuses to tap, he has to be willing.
Nowadays, women say they're equal to men in every way, that there's no difference, that all it takes is desire. But reality doesn't respect pretty talk. What you're about to see here isn't just entertainment, it's a warning, because when it comes to putting it into practice, certainties start to crumble. Watch until the end, draw your own conclusions, and leave your opinion in the comments. Let's go. Remember Claressa Shields, world champion boxer, one of the best in the world. She not only dominated her rivals, but also exuded confidence, openly challenging men. But when she agreed to do a real sparring session with one of them, it was impossible to ignore what happened. The strength, the impact, the physical control, everything changed. It was one of those moments when the air leaves the gym and no one knows what to say. And there's more. A young Russian woman brimming with technique, courage, and impressive self-confidence. She accepted the challenge against a much heavier fighter. In the first few seconds, she even tried to assert herself. But as soon as the fight's pace increased, she found herself completely at a loss. Even when he tried to take it easy, the difference in strength was staggering. Pay attention to these details, because they help you understand what happens later in the video. Something even more impressive and worth waiting until the end to see for yourself. In some cases, men even hold hands because they know they can really hurt. But not everyone chooses to ease up. There was one case where a karate master didn't go easy on her. The weight difference between them was enormous. And when she insisted on continuing, he responded with kicks and punches that made it clear this wasn't a game. This was stark reality. And it doesn't stop there. We have the fight between Geb Garcia and Craig Jones. Many people thought she could surprise. She was strong, technical, and stubborn. She even mocked him before the fight. But as soon as the bell rang, Craig controlled her with surgical coldness. The fight became an uncomfortable lesson in strength, technique, and biology. And most shockingly, if she didn't give up, he would have to actually knock her out. These moments aren't meant to humiliate anyone. They're meant to remind us of something bigger. Men and women were not made to fight on equal physical terms. It's not sexism, it's biology. Men evolved to fight, protect, endure. More bone, more muscle, more testosterone, ingredients for controlled aggression. Meanwhile, the female body was shaped for another mission: to create life, to nourish, to endure pains men can't even imagine. And when it comes to raw strength, the difference becomes painfully clear. That's why sports separate genders. It's not prejudice, it's safety and respect. But even so, we see this modern illusion that everything is equal, and it shatters in the harshest way once the fight begins. And the most important part, even with all this natural strength, many men today seem to have forgotten its value. They've become apathetic, distracted, weak-willed. They've forgotten that strength isn't for domination, it's for protection, to inspire trust, to be ready when it's needed. That's exactly why it's worth watching until the end, because what you'll still see in this video makes that impossible to deny. it will stay etched in your mind. So if you value real talk, without censorship, without sugarcoating, subscribe to the channel right now. Here we discuss what no one else wants to discuss. Leave your comment too. We want to know what you really think. And above all, don't leave now. Watch the video on the screen until the end. What you see at the end will make you rethink all of this even more clearly.